What is going on? What is going on, y'all? Thank y'all so much for tuning into another episode of Beyond the Hustle. I am your host, your MC, Daniel Tadamy. This is episode 41. Episode 41. That is so dope. We count down to 50, y'all, so we are 9 episodes away. Join with me as always, serial entrepreneur himself, Mr. Paul Renee Jr. Paul, what is going on, brother? This is episode 41, man.
What's up, Daniel? It is I, your tax guy, Paul Renee, with the maestro, Daniel Tadamy. Daniel, you know what time it is, man. Episode 41.
Yeah.
Talk about the consistency. I don't even think I seen it getting to this point, man, to be real, when we first started, and I'm amazed and I'm excited. We're closing in on 5-0. Big 50, who does that, man? Dang word.
9 episodes
I'm excited
away,
about it, man. Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot of work to get here, man.
I'm also excited on what we have in store for the 50th episode. Stay tuned, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We on YouTube and Facebook, TikTok, you name it. Stay tuned for the 50th episode. All right, so. I'm excited about that one too.
Yeah, man. And make sure y'all hit us up on Spotify, because y'all can catch the replay back. So, and then you can catch up on Beyond the Hustle. Listen to it, add it to your library on Spotify. We are there. So after the live, then that's when we upload the replays, man. So, dude, 9 episodes away from 50, bro. That's crazy.
I'm loving it, Daniel. I'm loving it. It gives me an indication of success, man. Because that the 41 episodes is showing consistency, and consistency is necessary to be successful, man. There's a lot of things that come on along with being consistent, right? Like one of the things I can think of on the top of my head is it creates trust from your clients, right? When your clients can see that, hey, this guy, he sought out to do something and he's continuously doing it, it creates that trust, man. Reliability, it shows an image of reliability. And these are characteristics that are necessary for you to have a successful business. Who wants to deal with someone that they can't trust, that isn't consistent, that doesn't show, right? It's not it's not something that you would be able to predict success off of, right? But when you with someone like you, McDaniel, like you're a very, very, very consistent person, and you've lifted me up through some times, man, to keep, when I felt like I didn't want to do it, right? You could tell that's a great characteristics, and you can tell success is going to breed from that. One way or another, man. I'm a big believer on even if the energy that you're putting out doesn't come back to you directly, it's going to come back indirectly in one way or another. So you just got to be able to keep your eyes open for that opportunity when it crosses, because you never know. You're expecting it to come back in the way that you're putting it out, right? But it's going to come back someplace else, man. And if you're not that type of person too, that's readily, that'll accept, new challenges, because it's probably going to come in a way that you're not going to expect. If you feel like you're resilient to situations, you say yes, right, to accept the new challenges, and you take it on. You'll see an opportunity there that you're just gonna have to take, and it'll help catapult you based off of that energy that you've put out. And some people might say, hey, you got lucky, and it's not real luck, man. It's you really putting that work in. So
a lot of the people that like that have done things successfully, a lot of people that we follow are public figures, celebrity figures. A lot of them speak about the luck thing, and they say the same thing, man. It's like, I was listening to Big Sean, and he was monologuing on one of his albums, and he was like, he was like, it's not luck. He said, if you want to call putting in hours, taking these chances, going broke,
Right.
investing in myself, all these late nights, all these verses I wrote, all of the studio time when I was a nobody, and me having an opportunity to sign, with Good Music, Kanye's label at the time. He's like, if you want to call that luck, I guess I'm lucky then.
Hmm.
But people, I guess they call luck you getting the opportunity. However, the opportunity just didn't show up when you was just sitting on your hands. You kind of manifest that opportunity, and a
Right.
lot of
Exactly.
times we can manifest what comes into our lives, like what you just said, based off of the energy you put out there and what you put into it. I was watching. Have you ever seen Hot Ones, the Hot Ones show,
Hot
where
one.
yeah, the guy sits across from you. I forget his name, but they eat hot wings, and like each level of wing,
Funny
the sauce
Marco.
that's on it. Not Funny Marco. Not Funny
Okay.
Marco. It's called Hot Ones. It's a podcast. It's like a podcast type show,
Yeah,
and they
I
eat
seen an
wings.
episode like that with Funny Marco and
Oh, he was on there.
yeah, no, he did his own with Jack Funny, where they were eating wings, and it
What?
was levels to it. Yeah, it was levels
Probably
to it in the wings.
that
It
show.
was funny.
That show is huge, but
Which one?
Hot Ones,
The hot
like
wings?
and Hot Ones,
Hmm.
yeah, and that's probably how Funny Marco got the idea because that
I
show
think
is really
so.
big
It
in our
sounds
culture.
like it.
But
Okay.
so like he was talking, and Big Sean wanted to. He was like, Big Sean was on there, and he was like, "Hey, this is your show." So he was asking the guy, he's like, "Yeah, this is all mine." He said, "So no one's owned this?" He's like, "Nah, this is my show. I produced it solely. We got distribution deals and things like that." And he was like, "I want to invest in this." He was like, "Okay." He's like, "How long have you been going for?" He was like, "Man, they did like I forget a few hundred episodes of Hot Ones
Yeah,
before they actually had like prime sponsors in
of
it."
course.
And I'm like, "What?" He was like, and they was like on episode like maybe like 800 or 900 something. I forgot what
Oh
it was. It was
wow.
like it was crazy. It was
Yeah,
a crazy number. But man, I think what allows you, like, you gotta have some some type of uh I don't want to say the word psychotic to it, but like
craziness.
it
Yes.
has to be,
Yeah,
bro,
it is.
to do it
It is.
when like at a
To
level to
see
where
it,
like
to
you're
see
able to
it
have that type of
where
consistency.
right, to see, what other people can't see,
Yeah,
it's crazy, right? Because
yeah,
you know what the outcome is going to be. Like what I know I can make it. You got that burning desire. You see how your
yeah,
future is going to be played out, right? And
yeah.
no one else sees it, and they're not supposed to.
Facts.
That's what makes us unique, man. And
Yeah.
you're supposed to just embrace that authenticity that's within you, that special
Hmm.
genius within you. No one else is supposed to see it or
Yeah.
understand it, right? Sometimes it's just best not even talking about what your plans are. So just so others can't jump in there and cause and
Yeah.
throw some negative seeds into you and deter you from trying what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why a lot of people say, make your moves in silence, right?
Yep. Yep.
So
Nah, you have to, and we were talking about perseverance, being the theme of this episode, and a lot of these times, a lot of times where we have different topics for the show, even what we're speaking about, a lot of times it's personal too. We don't just get on here and just talk. I like that. We don't just get on here and just talk about something, that we're not experiencing or that we're not going through or that we have even gone through. And persevering is tough. It's like what you were just saying earlier, when no one can see it. No one can see your outcome. No one can see the imaginations that you have in your head. And you're just trying to manifest what it is that you see.
yeah,
Um, but everything that we see, I don't want to go too spiritual on this, but everything that we even see in the natural realm, someone had to imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Someone had to see this vision, imagine what it looks like, in its completed form,
that's
whatever it
correct.
is, whether it's a movie, a script, an invention, medicine, whatever it is, a type of surgery. Someone had to envision that and imagine that
Yeah,
to say, let me bring it out. And that's the toughest thing to do, in my opinion. Even when it comes to like being consistent with anything. Like I was thinking about this past weekend after Thanksgiving because I have not been doing anything in the gym. I haven't been doing my bike rides or nothing like that. So I
Yeah.
told my wife, I said, bro, I got
I've
to
been
get back in
eating.
there, bro. Yeah, I got to get back in there. And even when it comes to like something like that, you envision the type of life or type of health, the physical health that you want to be in. You got to see that before
Hmm.
you get into the gym to say, okay, yeah, this is that type of outcome I want. And then
You got to see your
persevere, bro.
biceps and everything
Yeah, you
before it
gotta
happens.
see it,
Right.
man. You gotta see it. My goal is, I, I just want to be able to bench, to consistently be able to bench 225, at least 5, 6 times. I'm straight. I don't
Okay.
need to be in. I just 225. I
Five,
just,
6 times is deep. That's deep.
I,
You
I
know,
just always want to be that strong. I just want to
they
be able
say
to
about
consistently bench
10%
225.
of people that go to the gym can lift 225. Only ten
Really?
percent of people that go to the
That's
gym.
it?
Yeah, almost everything in life. There's a tier system, right? So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that can't lift 225,
Oh
right?
man, I need to be able to. I can do it. I just need to stay there.
Just
225.
go in the gym, and then look around, right, and say and think to yourself, how many people in here could do 225,
Mm,
and then see what
it's
you
not a
think.
lot,
Is
huh?
it's get a good percentage, women
Dude,
included. So
dude, it's just something about seeing two plates. It's just something about seeing
mhm.
two plates on that bench,
Big
man.
boy.
Incline, now, Paul, incline, decline, and flat bench. I can decline. My decline is really good. I can decline
Hmm.
225. I can get that 5 times, no spot. I still have a spotter because it's 225 pounds, bro. So I still have a spotter, but they don't have to touch it. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
flat bench and incline, I don't know what it is, especially incline. My incline is that's my
that's
weakest
where it's
chest
at right there. Is
exercise.
the incline.
Yeah, but if you could get on incline, bro, that's
That's where it's at. The incline,
yeah,
incline shoulders.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I like those workouts, inclines and shoulders. I like declines too. Declines just for me to get a good pump, because
yeah.
it's a lot easier. But I don't like getting spots. I've
No?
always no, no, not unless we're working out together.
Yeah,
Like if it's yeah, let's work out, then you just chilling there. I'm not into the spot thing. It never have never been. I've had always had the motto like if I can't lift it, I shouldn't be doing it. That's that's just the
yeah.
way it is for me, right?
Now,
Now I've had it to where I'm like, yo, I'm trying something heavy, just because I'm about to max out. I already burnt out. So when I used to, and I'm not, any type of competition, weightlifter, anything, bodybuilder, anything like that. I used to be in the gym, and I still am in the gym at times just to train.
yeah,
To
yeah,
train and maintain. I have to be involved in some type of sporting or physical type of
yeah,
activity that's going to get me ahead of whoever I'm playing with by doing some weights and training and stuff like that. So, but when it was coming to, but I tell you, the only times I really maxed out was because I'm in the gym with other guys and that testosterone's flowing. That's the only time. I'm
yeah,
just being 100. Yeah, I'm in the gym with other guys. I just seen, Big Brutus over here bench 450 like it was nothing, and he asked me
uh,
to spot him, right? And there's just so many plates on there, and I'm helping him, and I'm spotting him, and boom, and then now I'm like, all right, okay, okay, you got
let me
that, because
try that.
I'm finished yelling them, man. That's the only time really when there's a whole bunch of guys and we just it's that testosterone flowing, and
Yeah,
I'm probably already warmed up, and I wasn't even expecting to do it that day. That's the whole,
yeah,
it's just that got me that adrenaline rush and that pump, because it happens that you
yeah.
get a group of people around, and they're gonna end up motivating you. That
Hmm.
testosterone flowing. But I want to emphasize on what you said though. One of the things that I think is very important. And you mentioned like everything that's here. it was made up, right? Somebody thought about it and created it, and that is very important. It's and it doesn't need to be taken to like a religious uh topic, but
Yeah.
it's the it's kind of like the spiritual world
Mm-hmm.
manifesting into reality, right?
Yep.
um right, what you can't see brought into what you can see now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the thought
Yeah.
turned into reality, and that's why one of the key things to success, and it's something I still do today, only because of my belief in it,
Yeah.
and seeing it happen. Daniel, I remember reading this book called Chicken Soup for the Soul,
Yep. Chicken soup
with
for the soul.
Jack Canfield, I think, and
Yep.
in it said, um, it gave instructions, and one of the instructions was like, okay, write down these 10 goals, whatever, that you think that you want to happen within the next couple of years or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it was giving us instructions on, I think it was like for 1 year, 2 years, or 10 years, or lifetime goals. And I wrote them down, and I remember some of the things that I wrote down in my, and they all came to light, all of them, right?
Wow.
And I don't think I did the other ones, like the lifetime and everything. I just did the some of the things that I wanted to see happen in my life. And one of the mistakes I did was not, uh, you know, dream bigger or write down something for me to achieve
Mm.
bigger. Um, but in that and other things too, that happen in life, like uh dealing with a client, the results I want, um I believe, and this is why we see a lot of these depictions in movies and stuff, that there's something powerful with writing things down, because it's
Yeah.
taking things out from the spiritual and then manifested it into the physical world. That's why, if you look at books and movies, they when they talk about some of the mystical aspects of life, things are written down,
Yeah.
spells or curses, or here's this scriptures and the scrolls, things
Mm-hmm.
like that, because it's like some power behind it, because it was um uh, an idea from the realm that we cannot see, and that was brought into this physical world where we can see it and then come to a perception of it. I think there's something magical about it. So anytime you have any type of goals or things that you want to happen, write them down and
Yeah.
check it out. See what kind of results you can get out of it.
I think that there's more to it than we think about, when it
Mm,
comes to that, because there is something about, because how can anything become, how can anything become a thing, in our natural realm, unless someone first imagines it and then creates it. That's how things get here.
right.
That's the true power of creativity. That's the true power of creation. You know what I'm saying? And whether you believe in the Bible or not, that's something that God did. If a person believes in the Bible or not, that's something that God did. Like, that's the ultimate creator, and we just do that.
Correct.
Man, I'm big on it. There's a lot that I want to do, Paul. Like, I have a lot of ideas, a lot of creative ideas, you know, and I want to
Yeah.
achieve every single one of them, bro. And I will. That's how big I am. That's how big I think. My imagination goes crazy, man. And I stay dreaming like that. I stay, in my childlike
Mm,
mind, man. I stay there, and because, bro, I think a lot of times people get in their own way when it comes to doing their own thing, or whether it is you working for a company, whatever it is you're doing. I think a lot of times people get in their own way because they're afraid of being seen as immature. The older we get, the more we lose our ability, or our drive to create. I'll say that.
okay.
The older we get, the more we lose our drive to create outside of whatever playing field we believe an adult is supposed to play in, right?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you'll hear people say it, well, oh, I'm too old to do that, or I'm too old,
Right.
I can't do that, you know. And when you get older, nobody wants to hear your ideas and what you want to do. I've had people
Mhm.
say that to me, and I don't care how old I get. I'm keeping the ideas, bro. It doesn't
There
matter.
you go.
Man, I have animes, I have cartoon ideas, bro. Like, I have all of that, man. Um, because, dude, as long as I'm here, as long as I'm sitting on this earth, Paul, like, as long, this is just me. I can't speak for anybody else, right? As long
Right.
as Daniel is here, I will be making something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be creating something, right? Um, I was talking to my brother and I said, one of my brothers, and I was like, you know, when I die, like when I go, I want to be, I want there to be proof that I was here. You know what I'm saying? That I was on this globe. I
Right.
want there to be proof. I got music out there. I got films out there, shows out there. You know,
Yeah.
soon the animes, the cartoons are coming. Like, there's going to be proof that I was here, bro. You know, that's just the way I look at
Of
it,
course.
man. And
Yeah.
that's just me. I don't think any. I don't say everyone has to be this way, but that's just me, you know, because we're here for a time and then we're gone. And I just want my time here to mean something to myself first off,
Yeah.
right? I don't do this for nobody else. To myself first off, and then to the people that I'm able to influence or impact, or even just make laugh or make think about something, you know. So that's just the way I look at it, man.
No, no doubt. You want to be legendary. You want to leave a
Yeah,
legacy, right? That's
yeah,
that's yeah. That's the thought of kings, man. That's the thought of kings. Why not?
yeah, yeah. Some sort of legacy, man. Even if it's just
Go
like
for it. What's stopping you? Have you written it down? Have you written it down?
some
Because
stuff,
if you,
some stuff. I have my notes, like, because I got an iPhone, so my
Mhm.
notes, I have like stuff in there. Like, I have a book in there that's gonna be like, you know,
It's
my
different though, Daniel.
autobiography.
You need to actually write it down,
Like, what
not
do you mean?
type it like a
Oh, you talking
pencil
about
or
pen?
pen.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's something about it's something. It's the energy, man. It's something about the energy coming from the mind and then coming out into a physical form that is, weird. I don't know anything about it. I don't
Yeah,
know too much about it. I don't know the cause or whatever. I just see the results, and it's something that everybody talks about, right? And it's something that they're
yeah,
shown on movies a lot. You'll see the old wizard riding. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? You'll see they're writing down stuff, everything. They got the dipping in the ink, right? The old it was a
The
craft to
feather
even
pen.
write, man. Yeah, the
Yeah,
feather pen, it was a craft to even
yeah,
write it and put it down on paper, and it does something to the mind. It kind of creates an energy of its own that attracts whatever you're putting down on that paper. It's similar to music, right? To
hmm,
where you can see sometimes the artists lead that lifestyle that they're writing down on the paper, and acting out. So it was always wise for people to write about things that they wanted to see happen into their life, like riches and fame and things like that, rather than the negative aspect, because you're manifesting it, you're putting it out there and creating that energy, that charge. It's just a philosophy,
yeah,
I don't have any factual, you know, sightings that I can give to
hmm,
you, right? Cite things, but it's just for what I've heard, what I've seen for myself, man. It's just different when you write it, and it
yeah,
seems like that's what they're trying to take away from people is that art of writing now. Even like cursives the ability to
hmm,
write cursive is taken out. Like handwriting and writing isn't even looking appealing or attractive anymore. Like my handwriting is like crazy, but it's still something that I do because I feel the power of writing. Majority of everyone I know has notebooks. Dude, if you ever go into a business meeting, they're writing
hmm,
down, they're taking notes, writing. Yes, some people have computers, but majority of the guys that, the old money, you get what I'm saying? The old money
Yeah.
is writing it down. They're taking out the yellow legal pads and taking notes. And it's like, and it makes me sometimes like, oh, did I forget my notepad or whatever? I need to be writing down. No, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's just these patterns that I've recognized and learned and analyzed, and I see that it has some type of correlation to
Yeah.
success. So if you write down some of the things that you're hoping for, just see it for yourself. Say, hey,
I'm gonna do
Paul
that.
said this. I'm gonna write
I'm gonna do it.
five things that I want to see happen before summertime, and then write that
That's
joint
what I'm
down.
gonna do.
Five
I'm gonna do
things.
that. Um, I I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't tell you the last time that I took pen and oh no, I can't tell you. It was when I had my daughter write when she did something. I had her sit down and write it
Mhm.
out, and I wrote it for her. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. That's what I was about to say. Outside of that, me doing that, which was like in the past few weeks, I can't tell you the last. For me, I can't tell you the last time I wrote down something like
No,
pencil, pen, and paper. Yeah, dude.
I do it
I
all the
type
time, man.
everything. I have a notepad on my phone. I put everything in there. Even when I do my raps,
Yeah.
I put them in. I write in my phone.
Yeah.
Before, like when I did the Thanksgiving rap, I wrote that. Prior to that, I freestyled, bro. I freestyle it, man. I've been freestyling for like years.
Yeah.
Even in my music, so I don't even write that
Man,
stuff
so
down
you're
no more.
nasty. Yeah, I mean,
That's
look, I'm not saying take away all of the digital
yeah,
organization tools that are out there for you to
yeah,
be able to, take advantage of a much more convenient way of doing things. But
hmm
every now and then, just see what kind of effect it has putting down the
yeah,
things that you are, um, wanting to achieve. Like I still keep a notepad next to my head to write things down. That if I'm thinking about it,
hmm,
if I need something done, I'm always writing notes. I'm always writing notes. Always
wow,
writing things down. Right next to my bed, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I got an idea. Because
ah,
creativity is important.
yeah,
Creativity is important in business, right? Just like in your
yeah,
life, being
yeah,
creative is important. But and you know how it is, man. So many things cross our minds and in our
yes,
heads that you have a dope idea,
yeah,
right? But then you forget about it, 10, 20 minutes ago, or 20 minutes later is gone. And
yeah,
and then later on, you're like, man, I was thinking about this dope idea,
yep.
man. What was it?
What was
Oh
it?
man, it'll come to me, and then it's
Yeah,
gone, right? So,
yeah.
um, yeah, I write things down. Uh,
I gotta start doing that.
consistently write things down. If you consistently write your goals, whether it's short term or long term
Hmm.
goals, you're gonna end up seeing consistent results. You'll be able to evaluate what's going on just by writing things down. How is that important, bro? Right? Two. Here's another aspect on why that's important, right? In
Hmm.
consistency, in accounting, right? When you're jotting down your finances, when you're keeping track of your expenses, when you're keeping track of your income, right?
Yeah.
You get to predict how your business is going to move in the future just based off of, all of the writing and, you know, uh, keeping track of your expenses, from the past year. You get to determine how or get an analysis of or predict how
Hmm.
it's going to look like in the next year, especially if you have, stable, consistent income. Um, then you get to figure out strategies for yourself on how you want to be able to scale your business from there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, being creative is very important in scaling. Writing things down is very important in scaling. Um, Consistency is very important. But yeah,
Yeah, bro. Uh, what's up, babe? Oksana said hi. We just talking about perseverance and being consistent. And Paul wrote, talked about writing stuff down, and that's something I got to do. I'm gonna start doing that. My sister, but I want to get to some of these videos, but my sister had gave me, I gave it to Oksana, but she gave me this pad, and it's like a piece. It looks like a piece of paper. So like you can change the way it looks. You can make it look like notepad. You can put lines on it. However you want to. They have like different
Yeah.
templates on there. And when you write and you move your man, it looks like you're writing on paper. Like that's literally
Oh
how it
wow.
looks.
Yeah.
And it's like super thin. I wish I had it right here. It's like
Mm.
super thin. Um, but yeah, and then you can take the end of the stylus that they give you and you erase it like it's on paper. It's freaking crazy. But like you
Okay.
said,
Okay.
it like we are moving away from that to where even the kids aren't even learning that. Like my son, he's in private
Mhm.
school. They are teaching him cursive. So that's kind of
Good. Good
dope.
deal.
And then my wife, she's doing homeschool. She's teaching the kids cursive, but they're not even too much teaching that. But yeah, dude. I want to get to some of these reaction videos really quick. Um, but I think I told you already last week. I seen it because I did the post about LeBron, and I saw it again in my phone because I was
So
deleting some stuff.
okay.
Uh,
Which post?
the one where he's about to hit 51,000 points. I think he's about to hit.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
I think yeah, he's like I forget how many points away. Um, I forget how many points away he is to hitting like I think he's like 400 something.
If you show a man a photograph,
I think he's like 400 something points away from hitting like 51,000 or 52,000 points.
Oh
And
yeah, I would be making 52,000 points if I played in the league for 40 years too. For real. You just
dude,
jump on the court just to shoot a couple of shots and go sit down, take a couple of vacations, a couple
nah,
of stay off the court. Didn't he? Well, he wasn't even playing for like half the season or something like that, right?
but that goes to
Um,
show you
is
that you can't. You if that's the case, Vince will have it. Kobe will have it. You got to be putting up crazy numbers. You got to be putting up numbers. You can't just be getting like
those guys didn't want to pad their statistics, man. They
nine
didn't want
points
to just
here, 7 points
they were
this
just
game,
they
10
gracefully bowed
points.
out.
Yeah, then go for like 25, 30. Then like go hit 9, 7. You can't do that if you're gonna hit like 50 something thousand points, bro. So
If you're
so
doing it for 50 years though, like he is, he's been in the league for like the longest. I think he's gonna get isn't he gonna be the one longest NBA player in history? Isn't
nah,
he?
there's other people
I
that
think so.
I think he may end up doing it. However, if longevity was if longevity had anything to do with the dominance he's had, then everyone who's played this many seasons would be close to or have them stats.
No, no, I'm just
Why?
poking at him because I know you're a LeBron fan, right? That's your
Yeah,
goat. I know
man.
that's
That's
your
the
goat.
that. Yep, yep.
The flop king is your goat. I get that. So I'm just poking at him, but no, I'm not gonna take away from his skills and his contribution to the sports. And um, he's a beast. He really is. He's just not the image that I would think portrays the image of a goat. He doesn't play in that type of characteristic of a goat, right? Like goats don't flop and cry and argue and with reps and lay on the floor, pretend like they're injured, and take the goats that I gave respect to. They played all 82 games. You know
Ah,
they
Jordan did.
played. Yeah, they did, man. It was like a disgrace for them. If you ever listen to the greats, Kobe, the Jordans, the greats talk about um, games and showing up to games, they feel like, hey, my fans come to this arena and pay to come and see me, to come and watch me. They deserve to watch me play, right? I remember how because I used to, years ago when I used to live in Orlando, I used to frequent Magic games.
Mm,
Back when Shaq and used to
Penny.
play and stuff like that. And Penny, yeah, I had
Yeah.
I had all these favorite players, on the team, and I remember how I felt being a fan of the game and showing up to the game, and you just looking and you're like, is Dennis Scott playing? Is he playing? Is he gonna play or not? I know, oh man, we need him to play. We need him to play. Like if they and they had their reasons to not play, but as a fan, like this player is a key element to the team.
Yeah.
For him to not be there, for me to pay just to show up and watch him play because he's my favorite player. That's the only reason why I came here to watch him play. And he's just sitting there talking about he needs a backiotomy, right? So, but yeah, he's doing cartwheels on the sidelines and jumping and everything and passing the ball and shooting. It's like, come on, man, you could have suited up. You could have, come on, you could have suited up for us. But
I think, but he's played a lot of. He still has the most use case on his teams, on the teams that he's played on. He is the most played and played the most games on the teams that he has the highest.
Man, these guys played all
played
games,
and he's played the entire games. Like he's played the whole game. 30-something, 40-something minutes.
I'm pretty sure throughout the 50 years that he's played in the NBA, yes, he has played full entire games and all this stuff. I mean, you've had plenty of opportunity where you've been playing for 40, 50 years to do that. You get what I'm saying? But for the most part, he doesn't have consecutive seasons of none of playing every game. He doesn't. He's not like the ones that you can call the GOAT. These guys showed up for the fans. Let's be real.
I can't say yes or no to that. I can't say
I'm not
yes
taking
or no
away
to
from LeBron. I'm not taking away from LeBron. It's the generation, man. It's the culture. There's no loyalty, right, in sports like that, like it was before, in the generations that I grew up with. These guys, they want to pick and build their own team and go here and go there because things is not right. Instead of being like, hey, this is my team, right? I'm going to stay with it for 70. The team's going to be built around me. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to be here. I'm the franchise player. They're going to be building around me. I don't care if it takes
the franchises
2,
ain't loyal.
3 years.
The franchises, these franchises don't do right. Even Wade, Dwayne Wade, Mr. 305, Wade County. Literally, that's what. And he's not even from Miami, Florida. And Dade is nicknamed Wade County. He did all that stuff from Miami, and they didn't want to pay him his max. Where he had to leave, he went to Cleveland with LeBron, and I forgot where he went after that, and then he went back to Miami. I think he went to Cleveland, then he went back to Miami. These franchises don't want to be loyal. Lillard bled for Portland. Like, we wouldn't even be talking about Portland if it wasn't for Damian Lillard. Like, Portland, come on, man. Trailblazers, what was they doing?
So yeah, I get the Dwayne Wade situation, but you also got to understand that teams have a cap, okay? That they can't just be paying one player their whole cap, right? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm pretty sure there was reasons behind that, and especially when it comes to caps, and especially if he's asking for it. And Wade was the reason. Wade was the reason Miami won those championships.
Yeah,
I do agree with you on that.
Of course, and they had the money to pay him. They tried to play him dirty. Pat Riley tried to play Dwayne Wade dirty, so Wade left. And then they said, "Oh yeah, we got the money for you." And LeBron left when he was asking for his money. So it wasn't like they didn't have the money to pay him. LeBron was leaving. So
there was money that opened up, basically.
Yeah, there's money that opened up. So Oksana says she's interested in hearing the video. Yeah, so we started talking about basketball, so talking about LeBron. I want to watch Bron play too. This is last season, so I want to watch him when he comes to Orlando. But them tickets, boy.
I always touch a soft spot whenever I talk about LeBron. I see that. It's all good. It's all good. He starts coming up with stats and stuff. Daniel's like, no,
listen, bro.
listen. No, This is the reason why he's the GOAT. Let me tell you.
Listen, bro.
It's okay,
I
Daniel.
I
It's
tell
okay.
listen, I
He
tell
doesn't play all 82 games, man.
I can't
It's
say if he
okay.
does or not.
He
I
doesn't.
can't
He sits
agree
out.
or disagree.
He shows up only when it's time to play off for the playoffs, man. And I understand that because after playing for like 30 seasons, you probably want to get some rest. You can't.
Now he
You can't.
takes games off. Now, but he wasn't
He's
doing
been
that.
doing that. Yeah, he was. He's been doing that.
Not to the level that he does it now.
So the
He
whole
doesn't even
thing
do it a
about
lot.
LeBron, the whole thing about LeBron is he doesn't have that killer instinct. He's not one of those guys.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I can see that
He's not.
argument. I could see that argument. Okay, so check this out. Let's go into this real quick.
If you show a man a photograph of a woman who's dressed like a CEO and she's gorgeous, and you show a man a picture of a woman who's dressed like a Burger King service, person, and she's drop dead gorgeous, men are going to find her similarly attractive in both conditions. It doesn't matter. The woman could be doing, it doesn't matter what the woman is doing. And there's been research that shows this. They'll show men and women photographs of people in different types of outfits, and the men's ratings of how attractive the women are has just everything to do with how attractive the women are. For women rating men, it all depends on what they're wearing, right? Do they show cues to resource access? Do they not show cues to resource access? And women tend to modulate how physically attractive they find men based on whether or not they have these cues related to provisioning ability. So I don't know if there was a really attractive, and there are a lot of really attractive females in positions of power, men will find them just as attractive as they do somebody who's not in a position of power, although they may be, potentially less likely to choose them as a long-term mate, if there's issues related to power dynamics and that sort of thing that they don't want to mess with.
This dude right here, I don't know his name. However, he be having he has some crazy conversations on his shows, bro.
He has some cool ass guests. Yeah.
Yes. He talks about a lot of stuff. He
Different.
reminds me of that. What's that South African comedian? He used to do stand up.
Trevor Noah.
Yes, he reminds me of Trevor Noah.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this video for a number of reasons, and I think we've talked about it on the show before. So like, and this is my thing when it comes to women now too, in dating and what they. Oh, Stephen Bartlett, that's what Oksana says. Okay, yeah, I don't know his name. Appreciate that, babe. Thanks. But this is my thing with Trevor Noah. Yeah, this is my thing with the nowadays, right? In the dating scene and what I hear a lot of women say online. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know a stat on it, but this is the thing. Men are always attracted to physical beauty. The physical will always get a man. And for women, it's not the physical that always attracts them. You can be attractive and like, yeah, women be like, yeah, whatever. However, it's your access to resources. And men always want to say, oh, women are materialistic. And what I would like to see women do, because you see men say, yo, it's all about your attractiveness. It's all about your attractiveness. Just be attractive. You know what I'm saying? Your ability to access resources, we don't care about. We don't care about that. Just be attractive, be pleasant, be peaceful, be submissive, be all those type of things that we care about. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's okay. And men wear that. Yo, we want you to be physically attractive. We wear that. We're like, yeah, we own it. When people say that women are materialistic and it's all about what a man does, and women will combat that. And it's like, no, he be attracted. They just need to own it. Yo, listen. Your access to resource, that's what's attractive to us. You materialistic. Yeah, you got to be able to take care of me, be able to take care of my kids. And it doesn't matter on what level, right? And I think that that's something that each woman can figure out how they want to communicate that to themselves. Just be able to take care of me and mine. But yeah, I would like to see that type of shift. I would like to see women just go ahead and own that and say, hey, listen, boom, just be able to take care of me, be able to take care of the kids. That's it. It doesn't matter on what level, right? You say, oh, you got to make this 6 figures. You got to make it. You got to be a multimillionaire. I'm not saying that because, it depends on whatever level whatever type of man they can get that's going to take care of them. But just go ahead and own that being materialistic. And then you don't have to call it that. Like, yeah, I'm not materialistic. However, I want you to take care of me. I want you. Yes, your access to resource is what's going to make me
Yeah,
attracted to you.
that's
And
exactly
if
what
you
it
just happen
is.
to look decent as a man, if you happen to look, you look good at the same time. Okay, that's a plus. That's a cherry on top. I got a good looking man. You know what I'm saying? That's able to do that. And I just want women to just go ahead and own that. Like, don't fight that anymore, because we men, we know it, and you're not fooling us. So
Have they been fighting it?
you hear him, bro. You
Because
hear
like,
him, bro.
I mean, that is the whole makeup of a woman, is to want to procreate with someone who could provide for them, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know if they've been fighting that. And materials, the only thing is, just having materials show that you do show that you can provide, because if you have things for yourself and stuff,
I wouldn't
you're
say
capable of being able to provide. In other words,
I would
um,
say not fight it. I would say they're just not. I haven't seen the honest communication of it, because like when they
they're
go
not
on these
announcing it like
podcasts,
that. You're saying,
when they go on these podcasts, when they
okay,
go on these shows, that's the reason why this woman is even saying it like that in that communication. Like, there's a reason why she worded it that way, right? There's a reason why she even worded like that. You could show a woman this, and you could show a man this, and a man just on that. But a woman, you could show an attractive man, same attractiveness level. However, she's going to find the man that has the access to resources more attractive.
of course,
But
yeah,
for a man, it's just like
reproduction.
there is no
That's
right. But
nature.
for right, and I agree with that. I agree with a woman doing that, making that choice. I don't mind a woman making a choice based off of a man's resources or access to resources. I don't mind them making it. To me, that's a great idea, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but for a man to look at a woman and just say they're both equally the same attractive. For a woman, it's just like, no, he's more attractive than this guy because his access to resource. And then when you hear him on these podcasts, on these shows, it's like, oh no, I just want a man that boom, 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 that does this, takes care of me, but he has to be making this type of money. And then they
Hmm.
get quiet because it's just like, well. And then they get all these labels thrown on them. That's why I don't like the whole gold digger thing. I don't like that. That's why I said don't use the word materialistic, because they're not materialistic. Like Oksana just said, the woman just wants security. And they're not materialistic for wanting security. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I think that
Right.
that
Right.
language has kind of done the women a disservice. That's just my opinion on it.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. I think um, yeah, it's just natural for them to want to
Yeah.
be able to be taken care of, especially through the reproductive stage, right? When they're
Mm-hmm.
not working, they have to be at home nesting,
Yeah.
and just need to, and they just are attracted to men who can provide that. Yeah, they might find a guy with the abs and six pack that looks good, but overall, for long term security, it's usually for the resources, as you said. Guys are
Mm-hmm.
different, right?
Right.
And unfortunately, right, in this generation, um, it is more of a transactional situation now when it comes to dating. It seems to be like a big thing where it's much more of a transactional situation. And yeah, in life everything is transactional, but it seems to be a one-sided situation
You
of
say
transactions
one-sided.
going on, to where, yeah, where it's, a lot is expected from the man, materialistically or financially, and nothing is reciprocated as far as in value for from the woman.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why there's a lot of guys that's just not dating. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot less children, being made. There's a lot less marriages. There's a lot less dating, because I guess times are hard, and it seems to be where, um, you know, uh, that there's no the value in being, with that type of woman isn't there, right? So it's not happening, and it
Yeah.
seems like in this generation, it is uh, breeding more of that type of woman that might fall into that materialistic category. But the only reason why it's an issue is because it's not being reciprocated. There's no return on that investment.
Hey, hey, hey. That's a good
For
point.
real,
That's a good
for real,
point.
for real.
I think that's you bring up a good point. It goes into it gets a negative it gets a negative stereotype on that for women because men that do that for their woman don't see the value or in the reciprocity. I'm glad you said that because I wanted us to do 4 videos today and I put up 3. But you making that point, it brought me to this next video. And that's the one I'm going to go to because you brought up a good point when you was talking about Oksana said living ain't cheap. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
No, it's not.
If you show a man a
I'm gonna go here, right? We're gonna go to the infamous hated one, Paul. We're gonna go to the hated, to the guy that they love to hate.
Every single relationship on earth, whether it's romantic, whether it's a diplomatic deal between sovereign states, whether it's a business relationship, whether it's a friendship, every single one is a value exchange. Both people have to give value and both people have to receive value for any of these relationships to last long term.
Yeah.
If one person is receiving more than they're giving, then eventually it will break down and the relationship will end. So value exchange is extremely important. Whenever you meet anybody, understand they are looking to extract from you. They are selfish. They want to take things from you. And you're only talking to them because you want to take things from them back. Value exchange is the basis of not only international diplomacy, it is the basis of marriage, it is the basis of friendship, it is the basis of business, it is the basis of absolutely everything. When you go into a store, you give them dollars, they give you a milkshake. That is a value exchange that you have both agreed upon. Therefore, it is your primary objective in all relationships to understand how you are prepared to be used and what you want in return. Most men typically are prepared to be used for protection and provision. We are happy for you to extract resource from us. We are happy for you to expect us to protect you. We are happy for you to take money from us. In return, what we want is respect. What we want is peace. We want to be provided for with small acts of care. We want to know that we matter in your world, and we want to feel different. We want to understand that you view us differently than other men in a hyper-competitive, masculine environment. When you understand these things, relationships are easy. So if you're ever sitting there and you're wondering why your relationship isn't working out, or your friendship's breaking down, or a business relationship isn't working, sit there and say, okay, how am I happy to be used? What do I have that this person can extract from me? How can this person use me so they benefit and I am happy with it? And how can I use them so I benefit and they are happy with it? Mutual using, mutual selfishness. It is the mutual selfishness and the dual attempts at extracting as much as possible, which will result in happy relationships. So you have to understand exactly what you're prepared to give up and what you're trying to take.
Dude. Paul,
So I just said that, but he said it way better than me. He just said it way better than me. I mean, much respect to a guy with a black eye and busted eye who's getting on, streaming and letting people see that busted eye. Much respect, but yeah, it's the same thing, right? So that's the only issue is when it's not being, when men are not seeing the value in it, right? So we're just like, and it's become that type of society where it is becoming one-sided, and so there's no value being shown. Not all the time. I'm not gonna take credit away from those that aren't showing value, but yeah, I totally agree. Everything in life is transactional. It just gets to the point where if it is one-sided, that person on the other side is going to get fed up, with it and not see the value, and not see that return in their investment, right? So,
Oksana says reciprocity, mutual benefit. Facts.
Yes, ma'am.
It has to have that, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with exactly. It's not supposed to be. I think we've got into a space and culture, and we have someone in the waiting room that just called in, but we got into a space in society and in in relationship building to where people don't expect to have to give anything. Or I'm not going to say give anything, let me not say give anything. They're not expecting to give much, right? They want to give like just this very tiny bit. You know what I'm saying? Like no,
Yeah.
in any type of relationship, especially it depends. It's like if it's going to be a business relationship, you have to be willing to give everything that you have that you can give to business based off of what the need is. If it's going to be a relationship, you got to be able to have to give all that relationship requires. You can't just decide when the need stops or when the giving stops. Like this is a relationship. This is how you build that, whether it's a friendship, a partnership, romantic relationship, whatever that category of relationship is, you have to be willing to give yourself to that category, to that subcategory. So, and people just aren't prepared for that, Paul. I'm just gonna say that people just aren't prepared to just most. I ain't gonna say everyone, right? But just most people just aren't prepared to give on that type of level. But ladies and gentlemen, we just had someone call in right now, and I want to introduce. I'm gonna introduce her to you all. She's a friend of the show. Every
Hey, what's up, Dubs? I don't know. I can't hear you, Daniel.
me now. Oh, can you hear me
No, I
now?
can't hear.
No, I can't hear Dub.
I hear you now. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
It says you muted yourself, Dub. Well, come back, come back. Yep, try to go and come back in. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Nah, we can't hear you. Try to go and come back in, Dub. Can you hear her, Paul? I can't hear
No, I can't hear.
her. Okay. Oh, Dub, she left. She gonna come back in. Dude, but oh, there she go.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. Now we can hear you. What is going on,
Now we
Dub?
can hear you. What's up, Dub?
How's it
Hey,
going?
there you go. It's been a little minute. It's been a little minute.
Yeah, it has. How's
Outstanding.
is this the right mic? Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't do tech check with you guys earlier.
Nah. That one's the right one that you got right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How is everybody? How are you guys? Long time no see.
I know it's been a little
Living
minute.
a
It's been a little
dream.
minute. How was your Thanksgiving? Oh, Paul, we ain't talk about
Um,
Thanksgiving, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
unconventional. I didn't do much, honestly.
Unconventional.
Yeah,
No?
like I spent
Not
the
any
day
turkey?
working out. I spent the day working out, hanging out with my dog, and then my gentleman friend went and hung out with his family, and then after he got done, like watched some movies and hung out.
Yeah.
He brought me
Nice.
home some Thanksgiving food. That was about
Oh
it.
no, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that
Yeah.
at all. I
Yeah.
I have like I think I did tell you, Paul, like Thanksgiving. It's like my family has made a huge deal of Thanksgiving because of my
Hmm.
grandma. And I was telling Paul that like this was the second thing because my grandma passed. Like this was the second Thanksgiving we had without my grandma, right? So like the
Sad.
first Thanksgiving we had without her was like it didn't hit. I'm just gonna be honest. If my family's watching, I
Yeah.
apologize. It just didn't hit. It just didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, probably some other things went into it. You know, everybody we was missing her, and like she made it, man. Like she made it special. But it was
Right.
the first one we had without her, and it just wasn't it. So like for this Thanksgiving, I was like, okay, we know she's not gonna be there. You know, and my expectations kind of wasn't it wasn't too much. Okay, family, food, all right, cool. Straight with that. Let's just vibe out. Man, and I gotta say it was like one of the top ones. So like my family, we go big on Thanksgiving as far as like us coming together, everybody's playing the games, we all loud laughing, food and just family. So that's really the only holiday I kind of like really care about. It's this game. Oh, Oksana said I'm about to be in trouble. Probably, but like,
You putting family business out there. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, nah, but it's just like that's really the only thing I care about, bro. Things, birthdays, Christmas, any other holiday, I don't care about. Just give me Thanksgiving, bro. That's the only real holiday in my opinion.
I did miss my family a lot because none of them is here. I feel like I'm a pretty loner person. Like even when I was living in Denver and I had the opportunity to go hang out with my family, I might go for like an hour or if at all. But it's like having the option is what makes me like feel good, you know, like knowing that they're like a few miles away is like
Yeah.
that's where the comfort is. Like they'll hit me up and I'll be like, "Oh, I'm like so busy." But like um being across the country, there's just something about it that like the holidays just feel extra lonely.
Yeah,
Oh,
you didn't
Yeah.
fly back.
No, I
You
told
didn't
you I
want to
was
do
here.
that.
I just hung out with my friend.
You didn't want to go back though. You didn't want to fly home.
Well, I haven't really left Florida since I got here because it's really hard for me to travel because of my dog. I don't like really have anyone to watch him. I don't like trust a lot of people with him because I love him. He's like my baby.
Bring the
Um
dog.
but that's the thing is like flying with him is like really difficult and like I feel like traumatizing for him. So like
Okay.
yeah, my show is actually in 12 days and it's the first time that I'm going to be traveling like away from him. So, um, oh, see, speak of the devil, he's right here.
you found someone to watch them then?
Yeah, see, he's just
Okay.
all up
Okay.
with my stuff all the time. Winnie,
Okay.
I'm
He
busy.
just
Little
wants to.
superstar.
He just wants to. That's. I was gonna say I watch him, but
I mean, if you would have offered earlier, I would have let you.
Mm.
nah, yeah,
Thank
but
you.
I don't know why I thought your dog was smaller than that. But okay, yeah, that's a pretty big dog to be traveling with.
Yeah, it's difficult because he's 18 pounds, but like he's kind of big, you know. I mean, he's not
Yeah,
like a huge dog, but
medium size.
yeah. It's not like
Yeah.
I can like I don't know because the dog has to fit comfortably like under the seat for you to not have to like pay for it, and so
Okay.
Oh.
yeah, like you can travel with any size dog, but like with bigger dogs, I think you have to like buy a ticket. So um,
Oh
That's
yeah,
you know.
nah, that
Oh,
dog
thank
ain't
you,
coming with you.
Oksana.
She
But
said,
yeah,
"Send me
like I
hugs."
yeah, it was lonely, but yeah, this is the first time I'm gonna be traveling without him, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm
I
very
had an
excited.
amazing Thanksgiving. I made my famous fried turkey. All right, because I'm not a
Uh
big
oh.
turkey fan. Yeah, I'm not a big turkey fan, so I had to fry it up, and I was able to throw my signature AP seasoning over it. It's a Haitian traditional recipe of throwing some épices on there to marinate for a little bit before you fry it. But it turned out great. Everybody was just killing it. They didn't even leave me with any turkey, to be honest. Like afterward, but I kept a stash aside so that after when everybody left, I could go ahead and make me some
Just
more
some
though,
for
and,
you.
and that's yeah, and then I made it extra spicy, and when and then the next day that was gone too. It was only a little bit for me, but one of the best things on Thanksgiving that happened was my son. He ended up surprising us. He came down from Iowa.
Oh
He's
wow.
yeah, he's about to graduate for business,
Uh huh.
yeah, business management, I guess, out
Oh,
there in the
congratulations.
at Mount
Yeah.
Mercy University. Yeah, yeah, I appreciate that. So yeah, him and his wife came over. They surprised us. Um, but other than that, I was just happy to just be able to rest and relax,
Yeah.
for a couple of days. Yeah, I didn't
That
have
was my
to.
favorite part, honestly, is was just like being able to chill for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Mhm.
I got to take what was it, Thanksgiving off of like working out, which like that
Right.
was nice because I've been doing 3 a days for the last couple few weeks. I had a little crash out last week too. I think like when was
You had a
Thanksgiving? I think it
crash
was
out?
last week. Yeah, I fucking had a crash out. I like laid on the floor and cried. Oh my God. I was like
Seriously.
texting people and I'm not even
Oh
joking.
man.
I was texting Drew, I was texting my coach, I was texting my best friend, like, what am I doing? I don't do this shit anymore. I'm
You had a whole
miserable. Like,
episode.
yeah. It's like on the floor, like in the fetal position, just like boo-hooing. like like
Oh
um
man. I'm glad you made it
like
out of that though.
Drew hit me up and he was like, is you're 2 weeks out, like prep is heavy during this time, like
Mhm.
it's just prep talking, like you're good, like you don't want to quit, you got this. And like my coach is texting me, he's like Dub, he's like you're letting coach you're letting prep defeat you, like you got to be stronger than this. He's like, everybody cries but nobody talks about it. I'm like
Mm.
I'm like, okay. I'm like wiping my tears. I'm gonna go do this cardio. like got on the
I
stair
can only
machine, like
imagine.
yeah,
Yeah, cause
get
you
on the stair machine.
Only people who compete on your level can really understand what you're going through.
relate
Yeah,
to
I
that.
feel like I
Yeah.
couldn't. Yeah, like the guy that I'm dating right now, he used to compete, and I feel like unless you've like gone through this, it's like hard for me to like relate to you anymore
Right.
because it's just like intense.
Mm.
You know, we're just doing like intense shit. Because I feel
Mhm.
like if I crashed out like that with like a normal person, they'd be like, I don't know, they know how to like handle me. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
because it's like a lot. It's like you're depleted, you're tired, you're hungry, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I'm like doing like I'm doing like almost 2 hours of hit cardio a day, like hit cardio on the stairs. You know
Jeez.
what I mean? And like then my carbs got cut. Just I was like down, and then so I
Uh,
cried on the floor, and then after I cried on the floor, like I got pep talked off the ledge. I went and did cardio. I cried on the fucking stair machine. Like I was like
Stairmaster?
finishing up. I was just like, yeah, I just like cried a
mm,
little bit. I came home, cried in the shower. It was a day.
Do
And
you think
then
that
man.
oh go ahead. Say what you gotta say. I
no,
was
no, go
gonna ask you a
ahead.
question.
No,
I was gonna say like
Oh,
uh,
go ahead, go
go
ahead.
go ahead, Paul. I can ask I'll ask
no,
after
I
you.
was just gonna just recognize that sounds like you just like literally at war and battling within yourself,
Yeah.
Oh
and we were
yeah,
talking
it's like
we were talking about consistency is just, I got to congratulate you just for the, being consistent,
Yeah.
for doing what you're doing. You have to think about that. I could just imagine the intensity. It just feels intense from what here
it's
listening to
intense.
what you're talking about. And I could just imagine that burning in your head every day and looking forward to that time. I can just imagine it. And, um, yeah, man.
Because it's like it's you
Stay
know they have
strong. Stay
like
strong at it. That's all I can
I've
say. So,
been I've been posting those like Tuesday teas, right? Where it's like I'm just like being inspirational every Tuesday. I do
Yeah.
those little posts, and I haven't done them in a few weeks because I don't have the mental bandwidth for like social media right now because I'm just like low. I'm so low. Like I'm like just every ounce of energy I have right now is just like kind of put into like existing. And,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
I just like be tired, but like my Tuesday teas before I got into like close to I'm almost in peak. I'm like a few days out from peak week. But like I'm saying things to people like, discipline will take you farther than motivation ever could. Like you got this. Like
Yeah.
I'm being
That's the
so
truth. That's the
motivational to like
truth. Who
other
needs
people.
motivation?
I know,
Who
but
Yeah.
like
needs
now I
motivation?
need motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
I need
man.
motivation. like
uh,
like that day that I was crashing out, I was like laying on the floor crying, and like Drew was texting me, and he's like, baby, like you got the discipline, like you got this. You just got to
yeah,
get up
that's what
off
Yeah.
it
the
is.
floor.
That's
I'm
not
like, I
motivation.
don't want to get up off the
You
floor. Like,
got, no, you got
Asana
that
said sometimes
determination.
you gotta let it out. Nah, that's true.
yeah.
I was gonna say this because we were talking about consistency. We're talking about perseverance on the show. Like that was the theme of the show tonight.
Okay.
So it's funny to hear you say that. Like you came in right on theme, which was like amazing.
Well, there you go. Everything
Yeah,
happens
that's
for a reason.
confirmation. but I was gonna say like is there a correlation because you always hear the thing about people emotional eating, stress eating, and those type of things, right? We always hear about that in that regard. So like, is there a correlation between what your diet is and the emotional side of
Oh, a
you working
thousand
out and all
million
that? Because
percent. Yeah.
what is that?
So like,
Because I think there's a core. You would think, right? It goes both
yeah.
ways.
So I think that so first of all, like I try to keep my body like nourished, right? Because like some people's coaches, they just have you eating like, like chicken, rice, broccoli type shit. But like my coach is also a master herbalist, so he cares a lot about like he's like, eat this many berries for antioxidants. I eat sea moss for like, whatever. I take like a lot of supplements, like leafy
Yeah, you
greens,
can
like
have that.
yeah, like I need to be I need the micronutrients, you know what I mean? Because like
Mm.
when you're in peak, you look like you're in the best shape of your life, but like you're really just walking a fine line between like looking the best you've ever looked and like death. You know what I
Really?
mean? Like it's like looking the best you've ever looked, death. Like
From exhaustion
well, because
or
like
just
you're
like
just running like when you're in peak, it's called like peak because your like body is at peak performance. It's like everything you're putting
mm,
in, like you're using all of it. Like there's like no
Mm.
body fat, you know what I mean? Like you
ah,
eat it, you digest it, it's becoming muscle, it's being energy. There's like nothing going to waste, you know what I mean? Like
incredible.
so like but it's like dying at the same time. Like when I get close to show, like I can't drink water, right? Like I'm just like deprived of water because I have to like dry out to get like really like
Ripped.
lean. And yeah, so like
Dehydrated. Yeah.
when I'm in that dehydration stage, like oh my god, like my tongue is sticking to the roof of my mouth. I'm just sitting there like like just like craving like a ice cold LaCroix, like so bad. I've never been thirstier in my life. Like just but then like I don't know. Like you're not supposed to not drink water for 4 days. Like that's not fucking natural,
Yeah,
right? You know what
are
I
you
mean?
camping out in the sauna too? I remember some guys that used to train in
Yeah,
MMA, and
people. I mean, that's not part of my.
weigh-in, they used to, go into the sauna just to shed all of
Yeah,
that water weight,
there's
and then
a
jump
thousand
on the
ways to
bike
skin a
too.
cat, right? So like some
Mm.
people, they're like their coaches are like, go take a shot of vodka. Some people are like, like don't drink
Yeah.
I
the
like
water.
that
Some
coach.
people
I
are
like
like,
that coach.
Shot of vodka.
Yeah,
yeah, like
with him.
there's some of the girls backstage. I could like smell the booze on their breath because it's like
Wow.
I think some of them were doing for nerves, but also like it keeps your body dehydrated too, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Mhm.
then some people take diuretics, some people don't, some people like, like there's so people that swear by all kinds of things. Like last prep, this
I
girl
could
was like, you
imagine.
need to get a lymphatic drain massage. It'll be the best thing for you ever. I spent $150 on this stupid fucking massage that like didn't do anything. It's just a lady going like this. Like oh my I'm like, what is that? What's happening? Like I feel not drained.
I don't feel
Yeah.
drained at all.
Yeah.
Nah,
But
but you were saying that
yeah.
when you messaged and you was like, yeah, I'm about to be at peak. I was like, yeah, we could talk about the process. I'm glad you explained that because I was going to ask you what does that even mean. Like,
Yeah,
but I
so
guess
peak is like
it's
peak performance. It's like
self-explanatory.
yeah, but it's like they call it peak week and it's like the week of your show and it's
Mhm.
like the work is done, you've done everything you can. You're like the most muscular you're going to get, you're the most shredded you're going to get. You get dried out, you're fucking, you know, you're
You
in
want to see
peak.
the veins pop out.
I mean, I have
Yeah.
them on. Let me show you guys actually.
I was about to
Let me
say,
Okay,
strip
we're
show.
gonna see some veins.
so,
Strip
so,
show,
so,
strip show.
so when is the show?
The 13th.
The
Hang on a
13th?
sec.
Okay. Oksana said lemongrass tea is a good diuretic. I don't even know what that is.
Lemongrass tea. I use you
Lemongrass
grow it in
tea,
your
yeah.
backyard. I got
Yeah.
some lemongrass growing. Oh, it makes your house smell good too when you boil in
Yeah.
it.
Nah, it
I
does.
love my lemongrass.
You can't see it right now, but I call this one vein on my shoulder like my prep vein. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Oh
buddy.
yeah, there it is.
Like
That's,
Yeah.
like when
okay.
when I'm in prep, this one just like pops out a lot. Like I don't have a pump right now, but it's like you'll just see it. And then if I start like working out,
Mhm.
I get like roadmap arms. Like I just get like super vascular.
Oh,
Um
buddy.
like
So
Nice.
is this the most you've ever seen like veins like that?
yeah, like I can't show you guys right now, but like in like my leg and like groin area, I see like all the veins like where my leg and my body connect. And like these
Mm.
veins on my forehead right here, they're just like fucking protruding right now. Like I'm just like super vascular everywhere.
Good.
You
That's a
can't see
good
it right
thing,
now.
though. That's gonna
Yeah,
help
because
with
it's
the
like
points, right?
I'm just lean right now. I had a refeed today. That's why I was late, by the way. I got to eat sushi today. I went and my coach was like, I want you to eat so much that you're like stuffed. Like I was like, perfect. Deal.
I can't do
So
sushi, man. I tried it. I couldn't do it.
you're not a sushi fan?
Nah, I tried it, and my sister, she bought me like she had this one. She's like, yeah, this is it's like really expensive. It costs this. I said, listen, just give me a little piece because I don't want to waste your money. And she's like, no, no,
Mm.
no, no, no. You can. I said no, and I did salmon. It was like salmon, because salmon is like my favorite fish. Like salmon is just my favorite. But it was like salmon and rice and something else. It's the texture. It's the texture. And
Yo,
I
you're
chewed it, and I
fine,
was like,
Daniel.
nah.
You're
You can't eat
fine.
raw fish?
No man really says, "Hey, I want some sushi for tonight." Yeah, you're good. You're good, bro.
I couldn't do it. I tried it. I gave it a good shot. A good shot.
I like sushi a lot, but yeah, I got to have sushi. I had to eat pancakes today too. I got to have like 3
Okay,
pancakes
that's
earlier
good.
today.
I like pancakes.
Um, but yeah, he's like, I'm getting fed a lot right now because that's the other thing too is like, people think that you have to like starve to go into prep because you're so lean, but actually like you're
Mhm.
eating a lot because otherwise you look flat. Like you want your muscles to be like round, like bubbly, you know?
Hmm.
So
Hey,
like
hey,
when you're like,
is there any? I didn't mean to cut you off. Is there anything you're looking forward to eating after the show?
I want pasta, like real bad,
Mm.
So you craving the
like real
pasta?
bad.
So that's
Yeah,
on
like
the
I would.
do not eat list right now, then, huh?
I can't be eating carbs like that right now. Like, I mean, today I'm getting a
Mm.
refeed, so I'm like, I get to eat some pancakes and stuff. But like, all I've been eating is like rice, potatoes, um, rice cakes. So, like, that's about it. Rice Krispie treats. Like, no, not Rice Krispie treats, just Rice Krispies, the cereal
Yeah, the Rice
without,
Krispies.
yeah, because it's basically just rice, right? So, yeah, that's all I eat: potatoes, rice cakes, and rice. So, and now pancakes.
What kind of potatoes? Because I do like the
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
sweet
matter. Just
potato.
potatoes.
Oh,
I can.
just
So I eat
potatoes.
sweet potatoes a lot, like around show day. But
Hmm.
like right now, I'm just eating because you just want like easy to digest carbs. That's why you just like
Yeah,
eat rice and potatoes and stuff because you
yeah.
don't want to get bloated. So
Okay.
like during around show day though, I get to eat sweet potatoes. I remember last time, bro. It was like show day, and like the night before show, my coach was like, "We're probably not going to go to bed until like 2." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Cause you need to eat. Like you need to feed you." So I'm like, "Okay." So every couple of hours, he'd like make me stand up in the light like this and just like check out my muscles, like to see if I like look flat. And then like if I look too flat, he'd make me eat. And so like I'm just up till like 2 in the morning, just like eating food every couple hours. And then I pass out, and he wakes me up at 7:30 in the morning. I'm like tired, and he's like, "Go stand in the light." I'm like, "Okay." Like stand in the light. He's like checking my muscles. He's like, "All right, go eat 3 pancakes and 4 ounces of steak." And I'm like, "Okay." Like took a shower,
Good Lord.
came out, and then he was like, "You need to eat like 150 grams of rice and like some chicken." I'm like, "Okay." Like I'm just like eating, and then it was like the last meal before we had to go to hair and makeup, and he was having me eat a bunch of sweet potatoes. And I remember I was just looking at him like sad. I was just like, and he was like, "What?" And I started like pulling sweet potato skins out of my mouth because my mouth was
Wow.
so dry that I couldn't swallow them because
Yeah.
like literally I didn't drink water for like 4 days or something like that. Like my tongue was like literally
Wow.
sticking to the roof of my mouth. So like
The
the sweet potato
torture.
skins were so gross. Yeah.
Are you
Wow, you
documenting this,
literally putting yourself.
Dub?
In my mind, I guess I should like take more
You
videos
have
and
to.
stuff.
Like you have
Yeah.
to like just turn the video on and just talk about it. Like and you don't have to put nothing
Yeah.
together or put it out. But I think things like this are great for
Yeah.
people to see because you see it a lot. Like with any athlete, any professional athlete, like when they're in the middle of their career or when they're in their career, they're in a particular shape. And then
Hmm.
once their career is over, I'm not going to say they get out of shape, right? Because they have this habit these
Yeah.
good habits and healthy habits built up. But however, you do see a change in their
Yeah.
Yeah.
physical. Like you
Well,
see
I
the
mean, like
change
what I am
and
right
it's
now is not sustainable. This is not like
yeah.
this is not sustainable. Like
Mhm.
I could be close to this, but like this is not even my favorite body. Like this is stage body, right? My favorite body is like my body 3 or 4 weeks ago because it's like I'm starting to get a little
Mm,
cut, but I'm still like juicy, you know, like, and that body is A, sustainable, and B, in my eyes, like looks like more curvy and like womanly, right? So like I could maintain that. That's easy. This like show body, like it is not sustainable. I cry a lot to have this body. You know what I mean? Like there's a
yeah.
lot of like suffering and sacrifice
Yeah.
to look this way. So, you
Man,
know, but
that's why I say documented because I think that's something to A, look back for yourself, and then B, if you did want to do something with that, right?
yeah.
A documentary, I can help with that. But anyways, like if you did want to do something with that, like you could do something with that because
Yeah,
people that is interesting. Like we're sitting here talking to you about it. Like that's interesting, right?
yeah,
Because we've never gone through anything like that before, and I don't know anyone that I could just talk to that's in that personally until we started talking about it. You know, I've never. Oh
yeah.
yeah, what do you don't hear that, and I bring up what's the I feel bad about not knowing his name. Who played Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Gosh, I should never forget that. But like he was talking about when he had to dehydrate for like
For the movie?
just for one scene when he came out of the tank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And like,
came out of the tank for one scene and he was like all shredded. And it was like, oh, that was a fire scene, a fire shot for just that one shot. How the workout he had to go through and then dehydrate up until that
yeah.
shot.
I mean, it's basically the same thing I'm doing, right? Because I'm gonna be on
Yeah.
stage for what, like 2 hours? So like all this work, like 4 months of prep for to be on stage for like a handful of hours to just kind of like pose in a bikini a little bit and just kind of like shimmy off stage and just like that's it. That's
That's
all,
it.
folks. Yeah. Like I hate
Wow.
to belittle it, but it's kind of yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can see it
So
in my face. Like my face looks like skinnier now. I don't know if you can see it like when I smile and stuff.
so the show is 2 hours, right?
No, the show in its entirety is probably closer. So this is a smaller show, so I'm expecting this one to be like maybe 3, maybe 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
The last show I did was the biggest one of the year. So the first one I did was the biggest one of the year is Worlds. That show was like 8 hours or something like
Wow.
that. Yeah. Because like they have a lot of different categories and then
Mhm.
like every category has like the different sections and then they have a big intermission in the middle and the intermission is like a performance and like a runway show. So it's like a little it's fancy.
So how much time did you spend in front of the judges during that show?
Oh, like actually on stage,
Yeah.
like in total, probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
But that's why I asked the question because it's like all that prep, what goes into, and it's just like the picture, and you guys have probably seen it, where people it's like the mountain, and then
Oh, the
what people
iceberg
see,
is like this much, and
yeah,
then
and then
it's out of the water,
underneath,
and there's like, yeah,
yeah, and
yeah,
dude, and Paul, we talk about on the show a lot because every time we talk to someone that's into entrepreneurship or into doing their own thing, it's this like it's what people don't see compared to like what gets seen, you
yeah.
know?
No, I feel like people think people have a lot of misconceptions about like bodybuilding and like what it entails and like what goes into it, but like it's a lot to be honest with you. Like I'm really excited for it to be over, if I'm being really honest with you.
yeah.
Not just because like I'm tired, I'm tired and I'm hungry, but like also because like my life is a shambles right now. I'm like not even lying to you. Like I'm like living in squalor. Like you know what I mean? Like personal relationships, like hanging by a thread. Like fucking the life is a shambles, and it's
It's
because I have
dedication.
you have
Yeah.
to put so much into
Hmm.
this, right? Like into what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Because it's not just okay, first of all, I'm working out 3 times a day right now. Okay, that takes a lot of time. And then like how many times do you shower a day? Because I have to shower 3 times a day. You know what I mean? And then
That's
like
true.
yeah, and then you got to think about like okay, that's like 3 outfits, and like they're all sweaty and like disgusting, right? Like who knew that you need so much active wear to be active? Like shit, you know what I mean? And then like I have to do the laundry like twice a week or something, and then
Yeah.
like I'm eating like 6 7 times a day. Um, I met Drew and he's not a body he like body builds. He's like a bodybuilder, but he doesn't do shows anymore. But that's why like it's easy to like date him because like we eat the same and stuff. But like I used to run the dishwasher like every day because you're eating 7 times a day. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of dishes. But
That
like
is a lot of dishes.
Drew just uses paper plates and I'm like, you know what?
I was gonna say that. Why don't you just do paper plates? I got three.
Well,
I have three kids, so paper plates.
yeah. Well, that's
'Cause
where I'm at now. I'm like, fuck these dishes. Like, um, but I didn't think about it until I went to his house and then I saw it and I was like, actually, this is very smart. but
yeah,
but yeah, it's like all the laundry, all the like showering, just like showering so many times, working out so many times, and then meal prepping because like you can't cook too much at once because it's gonna go bad. So I'm like meal prepping 2 3 times a week, which means I'm grocery shopping 2 3 times a week.
that
Like
part.
like it's like a lot of stuff that people don't think about that I'm just doing like all the time, and it makes me tired. And like when you do laundry so much, like I'm so burnt out of putting that shit away. So I just leave my laundry on the couch. I'm like, I don't care. Like I'm just like wearing it off the couch because like like give it a couple days, it'll be all gone. You know what I mean? So like I put it
Yeah.
on, it gets dirty, and then like once the couch starts to look a little empty, it's like, oh, gotta go wash my clothes again. Like
That's actually a good idea. I wish I could do that idea. Actually, it's funny that
single
you.
people things.
Yeah. Oh my God, Oksana would not have that. Um, it's funny that you mentioned burnout because this next video that I have that I seen this video right, and
Mhm.
it's with the same guy, Paul. Like I told you that dude is like, and you too, Deb. I think
Oh,
we
who,
Talk
talked
about
Andrew
before.
Andrew,
Tate?
Andrew Tate.
No, 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 not Andrew Tate. Um,
Same
uh,
guy.
If you
yeah,
show a man a
The Trevor
photograph,
Noah guy.
yeah, the Trevor Noah guy. Let me bring Deb here. I didn't set up the shot. Okay, there you go.
Oh, I love him. The comedian.
It's not Trevor Noah, but he reminds you of Trevor
No, it's
Noah.
some guy who looks like him.
Where is he at? His picture was there. Anyways, it's this guy here, right? It's this guy here.
You're not a candle.
Now, is this guy here? What was his name? Oksana said his name earlier.
Okay.
I forget his name, but anyways, so I seen this video,
Stephen
guys, right?
Burlett.
Yes,
Stephen
Stephen
Burnett.
Burnett. Yep. I seen this video, right? Burnout doesn't exist. And and when I read that, I was like,
Untrue.
right. So now when you because I just seen a little piece of it and I said, oh nah, this is kind of dope. But listen to what Stephen, yes. I found it, babe. But listen to what she has to say because she brought up an interesting point, right?
Okay.
You're not a candle. You can't burn out. A human being cannot burn out. I think that that's a misconception about hard work. I don't know successful people who are still in the game who are burnt out by a long day. Their response might be, I want to go do something different for a minute. But my business partner, Grant Cardone, he says, you're not a candle. You can't burn out. A human being cannot burn out. Can you feel moments of pressure, stress? Yes. I don't take any of those moments as being a bad thing. It's not a negative to feel overwhelmed because you have responsibility. People depend on you. People are relying on you to do something. Great.
So why do people burn out then, in your view?
The thing that people do is not actually leading to where they want to go. But if I think that by doing this work, that's going to be hard and I'm going to hate and it's going to suck, that I can actually get what I want and my life would be changed. I would recognize that this is a step that's necessary to get to my goal. And when people win, they are rarely burnt out at that moment. And you only really get burnt out if you don't see how the sacrifices that you're making are actually going to lead you to achieve your goals and to reach your potential.
So when
don't
I
agree.
heard that, you don't agree?
No. I mean, I feel like she has merit in what she says, sure. But
Right.
like context, bitch. Like, okay, you don't get burnt out from a long day, neither do I. But like, what about like several long days? What about you've been in prep since January? What about, like maybe you shouldn't have did 2 preps in a row? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you need context. Like if you're talking about like, oh, I'm like burnt out from work, like bitch, we all work. Okay? Like go like lay around for a day or whatever, Like I
Yeah.
have those days. I have moments where I'm like, you know what? Like today I'm not going to do shit. And like I feel burnt, like tired, like, and then I feel better after that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you put your time and energy into like something restorative, into like something healing. But like, does being burnt out exist? Yeah, because I know what it feels like because I'm going through it right the fuck now. You know what I mean? Like, like eat a dick. Like,
Nah, that's because I when I seen that, because I've said that, but man, I've been burnt out, or I feel burnt out, and I had to like kind of step back from what I was doing at that time. Now I haven't felt that way in a while, right? It's been a while. Um, yeah, Oksana says I get what she meant though, and I do understand what she meant,
yeah, I
especially
agree
toward the
with
end
like
there when she
some of
was
it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, especially toward the end when she was saying, when you don't, when a person doesn't see the results that they're like working so hard for or sacrificing so much for, when they don't see those results, it can make you feel a certain type of way. So I understand that at the same time too. Um, but yeah, I have felt like that, and so what do you think about that, Paul? Before I say what I was going to say next.
Uh, my perception of it is, it could be a yes or a no, right? People usually don't get burnt out off of things that they're passionate about, right? It's I can sit there and play video games for 4 or 5, 10 hours straight. I mean, you're gonna probably have to pry me off of those sticks because I'm enjoying it, and I could do that forever, right? But because I'm having to do this thing called adulting, I need to work and do things that I don't like to do. That's, if I'm going to be doing that for a long period of time, is going to get me burnt out because I don't get that same satisfaction that I get from sitting on the sticks, and
Mm-hmm.
so it could be a yes or a no. If it's something that you're not passionate about, I can see you being burnt out because you're like, okay, I need to take a break. I had enough, and it could be still something that you're passionate about where you still need to take a break, but you kind of enjoy it more than. So it's not really like a burnt out. In my opinion, that comes from things that you're not really as passionate about.
I have a
So.
thing. I have a thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am very, very passionate about what I do. I like I care a lot about like my physique. I care a lot about like bodybuilding. It's like become a really big part of my life, right? Like it's a whole lifestyle change. It's like a big deal to me, and I'm passionate about it, especially because it's like I'm passionate about me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. Like just me, like really, really loving myself to like an elite place. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm burnt out, and I've been saying this to my coaches and like my friends for like months now because like um I so prep is like it a traditional prep is like I want to say like 16 weeks of like
Jeez.
preparing for a show, right? And it's when you're
Jeez.
like doing all the things to like get your body ready for a show. And then off season is like in between shows when you're just kind of like working out and like bulking, so to say, right? But like I started prepping last year in January, and then I did my show in August, and then I was like, you know what? Like I'm hungry. I got momentum. Like I want to do this so bad. Like I need to win. There was another show in December, so I was like, I'm gonna do this. And I got I had 6 days off, and I just started another 16-week prep, like right at that moment, right? And like the last time I think I was on the show, it was like I was like way earlier in prep, and I was still like, I don't know, like dewy-eyed and like excited and full of energy, and like I have so much like zest and discipline, and I got this. And like in the 2 months that I haven't spoken to you guys, like I'm worn down, and I am tired, and I am dying, like dying. And like I've been telling everybody, I'm like, this is what burnout feels like. I'm burnt out. Like I never want to do any of the stuff I'm doing. And I did some stories about it on Instagram where I was like, you know what discipline looks like right now? Discipline to me is I go do shit that I don't want to fucking do at all. Like the
Right.
entire time I'm doing, I'm like in my mind, I'm
Mm,
like, I hate this. I hate this.
yeah.
I don't want to be doing this at all. I'm miserable. But like you got to do it. You know what I mean? And like it's physical exertion
So
too.
you
So
were
you're like
right though.
burned out
It is
here, and
about
you're like pushing.
context
You know what I mean? Like you
because
didn't come this far, just come this far. Like
I was
talking
talking
shit to
more
yourself. Like
of
you
like
know,
a
it's like
mental burnout.
it's a lot.
You
It's a
are
lot.
really getting to the
And
point of a
so yeah,
physical burnout. That's different.
burnout is real.
Exhaustion, dehydration.
It's mental too. Like it's very mental.
Oh,
It's very mental because it's like your body will quit like well after your mind does. You know what I mean? Like your mind is quitting before your body is quitting. So like
Oh, did you freeze? Oh, did I lose everybody? I think I lost Paul. There we go.
oh, so
That's what you you were
oh,
saying that what was you saying now? You said you were talking about more like
oh yeah. So
mental
she
quitting.
has a point because she was more talking about like physical exertion.
Yeah.
Dehydration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that it's gonna come to a point, where your physical body is gonna reach a limit, and you could
Yeah.
definitely burn out physically. I mean, what she's doing is like, borderline where she can, die if things aren't managed
Yeah.
correctly, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I was saying before you jumped on, yeah, what you're talking about is a real like physical burnout, right? Because you're pushing your body to the limit. There's only so much a human body can take, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why you're exerting yourself for that small period of time. I was talking more so as video games and work, right? Burnout, that mental burnout, but it's not the same. So yeah, you're right as far as you got to take
Yeah.
it into the context, of what
yeah.
the physical body can literally get burn itself out to exhaustion to death. That's probably what you get into that point where you're feeling you're at war with your body, you're at war with yourself because there's a lot of things going on,
Yeah, and I think to add
physically
to
and
what you're
mentally.
saying, like there is a big mental aspect of it too, you know what I mean? Because like
Mm-hmm.
your mind quits before your body quits. And so like when I'm like you said, I'm at war with myself. Like the conversations that I'm having to have with my own mind, like when I'm having to do this cardio and I'm like telling myself like my
Oh.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
hear what you said before we cut off.
Your mind
sorry,
quits before
guys.
your body quits. Oh yeah, you good,
Yeah,
you good.
I was saying your mind is going to quit before your body quits, right? But it's like going
Mm-hmm.
hand in hand right now because I'm pushing my body to this place where like I'm tired and I'm hungry and I'm like, just like low key dying, right? And then
Yeah.
like my brain is trying to tell my body to keep going too. And so like I'm mentally exhausted from just like talking to myself. You know what I mean? Because I'm like
Mhm.
arguing with myself. One part of my brain is like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. This sucks. Like this hurts. Like I hate this. And then there's this other part of my body is like, just do it. Just do it. Like we didn't, like and it's like that voice like quieter and quieter. And that's I think also part of the burnout because that voice used to be like, like we didn't come this far just to come this far. Like you got this. Like we don't fucking do elite. Like we don't be normal to do elite shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like myself. But that voice starts turning into like, just do it. Just do it. You can go home. Just do it, and then we can
It
go
starts
lay
running out of
down.
gas. That part starts
Yeah,
running out of
like
gas.
like that other voice. Like it's still motivating, but yeah, now it's just like, just get this done so we can go sit down.
We can
Like
always try next year. We can always do this next year. Listen
no,
how
that
like
voice
that's
does not say that.
Oh man,
But
no, but it's a totally different. Now, majority of people are based on what she's talking about. I don't think
Yeah.
she's talking about at that point. What you're doing is putting yourself to the extreme. That's an
Yeah,
yeah,
outlier of the situation. I'm talking more of having to pick up the phone and do phone calls and sales and getting rejected and everything like that. After a while, you could be like, man, because I really didn't want to do it, but I have to. It's my livelihood. You know what I'm saying?
right,
yeah.
right.
And you can get burnt out from it because it's not something that you're really passionate about. But majority of people who are doing those type of things, sales calls, the work, the follow-ups, the leads, the marketing in
Mhm.
their business, if they're passionate about it, they'll keep doing it. I know guys that just make me look like I'm lazy because they're so passionate about what they do. Do they get tired after a while? Yeah, they get tired.
Mhm.
They take their breaks, but then they're right back at it. Do they have to? No, they don't have to. So it's not something to where they're required because they're living paycheck to paycheck. It's just some people are just inherently passionate about their genius once they find that gift, once they find what they're into, and is generating them income from it too. There really isn't from what I've seen, and I don't see a burnout occurring.
I have to say, like similar to that, but like kind of like tangential, is like I think it's like a personality thing too. Because I feel like
True.
Yeah.
some people just don't even ever lift off to burn out too. I think that's a thing
Push
too.
themselves to
Like
the edge. You mean?
Mhm.
so like not to be disparaging, but like one of the reasons that like bless his heart, he's a really good guy. But like one of the reasons I broke up with my ex-boyfriend is because like we were just like we were young when we met and then we just kind of like grew apart because I started growing into the person that I am and he just kind of failed to launch. So sorry if he's like ever hears this. But like
That was a
cuz he's
movie
a nice
too.
dude.
Facts.
Yeah, but it's like he just coasts through life and I used to get so irritated because I'm so driven and like ambitious and stuff,
Hmm.
and I would just be like, "Do you just like not care about anything? Like, do you just like don't think about the future? You just don't give shits?
Some
Like
some
just
people are
work?
happy with that.
Like, you just like get
Mhm.
up and
Some,
work and that's it? Like,
that's sometimes that's how it is. Some people are happy with just the minimal outcomes out of life. They don't have that ambition or
Yeah.
wants and desires. It is that's why there's a 10%. There's like a 90% majority of people just want to
yeah.
do the everyday
But
thing.
I'm saying like
Come
people like
home,
that
watch
probably don't
TV.
burn out. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like
Facts.
they're not using enough fuel to feel like they're burning out. I feel like. So like
Yeah, I
yeah.
get what you say. Yeah, they're coasting. Huh? I see
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
mean.
Like that's literally what I used to say about him. Like you just coast through life, like you cool with that, you know? But I'm not his mom, so I would just be like, "All right, like I don't know if this is gonna work."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nah, most
But
most people won't ever, and then that's why. But Paul's to Paul's point, like that's why there is a 10% and 90%. And I mean, I like my brother. I was talking to my brother, and he was just like, you know, you got managers, and you got janitors. No disrespect to
Mhm.
nobody, but it's just an analogy. You got managers, you got janitors. Like you're gonna have more janitors than there are managers at any given time of any like major company. There's not too many managers, and the managers are gonna manage, you know, their different groups and numbers of individuals within the
Yeah.
company. I mean, so and that's just how it is. And majority of the time, there's most people, and a lot of people won't even strive to much because they might not even see the opportunity. They might not think that they'll ever reach it. Most people don't ever think that they can achieve something, even though they may have
You
a
know, some
passion or
people are
hobby in
scared
things.
too.
Fear,
Like
Mhm.
yep,
like
fear is a huge one.
I don't relate. This is a weird story. Sorry, I talk so much. But
This is a
like I
podcast.
I just like resonate with me, right? Obviously, duh, because I'm me. But like I sometimes I don't get why other people do things. Like it doesn't like make sense to me, you know what I mean? And I used to work with this girl. We worked on Wall Street together. And she used to tell me when we were working on Wall Street like how much she loves space. She's like, I'm such a space nerd. I used to be obsessed with like astronauts, NASA, like blah blah blah, right? And then I got the job that I have now, and I like told her, I was like, come with me. I was like, I'll find you a gig, you know, like come with me,
Yeah.
like because she does the same thing I do, and like they love me, so I'm like they're gonna like you too, like you know what I mean, like come with
Yeah.
me. And like literally, she was like, no, and I was like, why? And she was like, it's just too much work. And I'm like, I'm doing the same work. You know what I mean? She's like, it's just too much pressure. I was like, you don't know that yet. You haven't been
Mhm.
here. You know what I
That
mean?
sounds
Like
like a
what you're
lack.
talking about.
Sounds
And
like a
like,
lack of confidence.
yeah, she just was like scared. And I'm like, scared of what? You know what I mean? Like I couldn't relate. I was like, this is a great op. Why
Mhm.
would you not? Why would you like if somebody said that to me, like if I was working with another person and they left to go do something better and they were like, come with me, Dub, I would be like, yes.
I'm going.
Like, wait for
Mhm. Oh,
me.
some Jerry
You know what I
Maguire
mean? Like,
tip,
yeah.
right?
Like,
Come
I'm
with
coming.
me.
Yeah. But like
That's
the
funny.
fact that like I'm offering her like a better like this is better and she's like, no, I'm scared. It's like I can't relate. I'm like, that's weird.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I
And
mean? So
most people, that's where they would. That's where they idol. Like I remember, like when I first started really getting into like the media space,
mhm.
I'll be at work, man, and I'll be watching like YouTube videos. I'll be watching a video on this, or I'll be watching, you know, a podcast or listening to like a speech or a sermon or something like that. Because you know, I'm learning, and like people would come around like my desk and they're like, bro, you always listening, like you always listen to something. Like, what is this? And I tell them, yeah, I'm listening to an audio book, or I'm listening to like I was just really enamored knowing that there was an outlet for what I was interested in. I didn't, you know, and this is like a little bit before COVID, you know, and like, you know, so I was just interested in this space, and I'm learning about this space because I'm like, oh, I could see myself actually doing this stuff. So like, you know, when opportunities would come up for me to have different gigs or like to speak here or to like perform here, like I would like miss work to go do it, you know, or I would like take time off to go do this, you know. I'm like, and people was just like, you're gonna just not go. I'm like, yeah, this is more important than what I got going on over there. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna go take this opportunity. I remember had opportunity to go to New York to do some shows out there. I left. I went to New York. And it's just like, I mean, why not? Like, if this is what I want to do and this is what I love doing, I'm gonna go where the doors are, right?
Mhm.
And for me to like what you were saying, Dub, like for me to just get out of my comfort zone and just go, that's just normal to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I don't have a fear of that, and
Mhm.
a lot of people do though. Like a lot of people,
Of
their
course.
existence is just what it is on a day to day, and that's just it. And that's where they idle. So I would be excited about these things, and I would go back to talk to different people, and it's just like I'm like, well, so what are you doing? I'm not doing anything. Like I'm going to work, and then that's just what I'm doing. And in my brain, I could not compute but I had to learn. You know, talking to my brother, talking to people, and they're like, yo, that's for some people that's just their thing, and the majority of people that's just their reality, and it's okay. I'm not saying that everyone has to, you know, move the way I move, but it's just like that's just what they do. And majority of people will just be there. And I had to learn that. And then like doing my show, doing my different things, it led me toward like-minded people, me and Paul reconnected after years, and like just to have so I'm not alone in my pursuits, no matter what the pursuit is. Even you, Dub, and your pursuits, like your extreme pursuits, like that's huge.
No,
Even though it
you're
might
gonna
not be the
attract
same,
like-minded people.
but yeah, like it might not be the same thing. However, there's someone else a dreamer, there's another visionary, there's another creative, so it's just kind of dope, man, to see that and be in these spaces.
I think that to that point, I feel like I agree with that too. That like your vibe attracts your tribe type of thing. Because I feel like the type of people that like come to me or like towards me are other people that like are like vibrating at certain frequencies, like they want to be great in some way, or like they
Right.
have a lot of like creative outlets and stuff, like hence I talk to you guys, or like people that like reach out to me to speak to me. And like either that or they want to resonate at like a different frequency. Like I've been finding, because I don't know if you remember, I was saying on the last episode I was on that like I was told that my purpose is to like help people become better, like mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whether by like spite or inspiration. And I feel like as of late I'm like feeling that more than ever lately, is like I've just attracted a lot of people lately, like that either really 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 want me to help them and like want to be like me, or like pretend that they hate me and then like copy me. And like it's like kind of weirding me out a little bit. Like I'm like, whoa, like it's really like I met this woman and she's like I don't want to say significantly older, like that's kind of rude, but she's like in her 50s, and like we like met on Instagram, we just kind of chat, and like she'll like send me voice notes and stuff, and she tells me things. She's like, you're the type of woman I want to be, like I look up to you. And I'm like, whoa, like that's crazy, because she's like older than me, like I don't know. But I say that to say that like the people that like vibrate like you or want to vibrate like you just like come to you, I feel like.
That's true.
That's
know?
one or two things you're gonna get. We about to hit 2 hours, y'all.
Yes, sir. About that time.
I feel like it's so short because I just got here. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
Nah, no worries.
The door is always open to you, Dub. So we definitely gonna rock and be able to talk again. But
Yeah.
man, this was dope, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. You family now, man. You part of the Beyond
Yeah,
the
sorry for
Hustle
being
family,
so late.
No, it's
Yes,
all right.
sir. No
just
need
doing
for an
reactions.
introduction.
Yeah. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. We're gonna be back next week, Tuesday, with another dope episode. We counting down to 50. Make sure tax season around the corner. Hit up taxpros123.com, and don't forget to hit us up on Spotify if you want to do the replay, and we're on YouTube exclusively. So this is where you're gonna be able to catch us live, man. Y'all say what's up to Dub too. Dub, appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you
Bye,
so
guys.
much. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week, same time, same place. All right, y'all. Deuces.